Hey there, everyone. Welcome to part 3 of chapter 14. We're going to look at the accessory organs, which include our teeth, salivary glands, pancreas, liver, and our gallbladder. So we're going to look at each of them a little bit closer and find out what their function is, as well as what is their structure, because remember, structure determines function. So teeth function in chewing material up into smaller fragments, so that's called mechanical digestion. We start out with a set of deciduous teeth or baby teeth that typically we have by age 2. It depends. Some people will develop their first teeth as early as just a few months. That was my dogs going crazy there. While other babies might develop their first teeth by 6 or 8 months. But typically by the age of 2, we have all of our baby teeth right around that age. Our permanent teeth then will come in and replace the baby teeth. Baby teeth will get loose and will fall out between the ages of 6 and 12, and they're replaced by permanent teeth. A full set of teeth would include wisdom teeth, 4 wisdom teeth, that come in at around age between 18 and 25 years of age. And that would leave us with 32 teeth. Most people do not have 32 teeth in their mouth. Most people have their wisdom teeth removed or have other teeth removed so that their wisdom teeth can grow in properly. And so here is the baby teeth. You can see that we get our incisors, which are the front teeth. Then we have lateral incisors that pop in. We have canine teeth, and then we have our molars. These are more for ripping and tearing, and then these ones are for grinding. Then down here you see that we still have our incisors and we have our canines, but now we have more of those grinding teeth. We have premolars as well as molars that come in, and those last molars again are called our wisdom teeth. I just mentioned this. These are the ripping and tearing teeth, and then premolars and molars are grinding teeth. So what is the structure of our teeth? We know what the function is. Teeth have a thick layer of enamel surrounding the outer region. That's the white of the tooth. Then our tooth itself, a lot of people think, we need calcium for strong teeth and bone, and that teeth are a type of bone, but they're not actually a type of bone. They're stronger than bone. They're composed of what we call dentin, and dentin is actually stronger and harder than bone is even. So this is all dentin here. And it has to be hard and strong so that we can tear materials with it. We don't tear things with our bones typically. Teeth are living, so they have a blood supply. They have nerves. If you've ever had a tooth if you've ever had a tooth pulled, you know that there are nerves there and there's blood supply because it'll bleed. But another thing, if you have a cavity or if you have have to have a root canal or an abscess in your mouth, all of those are going to cause a lot of pain. And so we have these sensory nerves that send those signals to let us know, hey, there's something wrong with our mouth. Mouth pain can be some of the most intense pain that you can have. I've had teeth pulled and stuff. I've never had an abscess tooth, but I've heard that they're very, very painful. Teeth are held in place by a ligament known as the periodontal ligament. I don't know if you remember, but so all of this is what I just talked about. The periodontal ligament here is composed of dense regular connective tissue, and this is what makes up a gomphosis. So that is a tooth and jaw joint. It is an immovable joint, so it's a synarthrosis joint, structure or functionally. And so here it is, periodontal membrane, holds the tooth in place. And then the outer region of the tooth that holds, or the outer region that holds the tooth to the periodontal membrane is called cement or cementum. And so right here you can see that cement, the periodontal ligament, the cement, and then the tooth. Okay. In the back of our mouth, we have 3 sets of salivary glands. Salivary glands are what produce our saliva. We produce saliva all day long. So if you ever notice, you always have a moist mouth. The reason for that is because our salivary glands function continuously. We have parotid glands, submandibular glands, and sublingual glands. And so this picture I found here, so you can like click on it and see the cute little thing. But I just thought that was an adorable picture of a baby. I love babies. So saliva is a mixture of mucus and serous fluid, and its function is to moisten food so that we can produce what we call a bolus. But saliva has other functions as well. It has antibacterial enzymes that can break down or kill off bacteria, has antibodies for protection, and it has enzymes that help to break down food, specifically starchy foods, in the mouth. The next structure is in the abdominal cavity, and it's called the pancreas. We talked about the pancreas and the endocrine system because it functions in producing the insulin and glucagon. In the digestive system, the pancreas produces a lot of the enzymes that help in breaking down foods when they hit the small intestines, the duodenum of the small intestines. And it also produces bicarbonate ions that help to bring the pH up to where the small intestines functions properly. So there's a lot of different digestive enzymes, including protein enzymes, proteases, starchy enzymes, so enzymes that will break down starch molecules, nucleic acid enzymes, so nucleases, as well as fats, enzymes to break fat down. And we already talked about insulin and glucagon in the endocrine system. So again, here's the pancreas, produces those enzymes and then releases them into the duodenum at this hepatopancreatic ampulla, okay? And the last organ that we have that we talk about is the large intestines. This is the largest abdominal organ that's internal. It is located in the right upper quadrant, and it consists of 4 different lobes, and it is suspended from the diaphragm. So it's this large structure right here. You can see 2 lobes, but if we turn it around, this lobe over here is actually broken into 2 more lobes on the back portion of it. The major function of the liver in the digestive system, or for digestion purposes, is to produce bile, which is then stored in the gallbladder. But it also takes in all of the materials from the intestines. It detoxifies the materials coming in, and it protects the body, and then it stores nutrients for use later on. So I told you that one of the major jobs digestively is to produce bile. Bile is then stored in the gallbladder, and it then is released when we need it to help break down fats. So the gallbladder is a little green sac found inferior of the liver. It's attached to the liver. And the gallbladder just stores that bile until we need the bile. Okay? That's its job. If we have no gallbladder, then bile is going to continuously be secreted into the small intestines. And so if anybody has ever had their gallbladder removed, that's what happens. You can see that gallbladder right here. So at this point, you should be able to name the structures that are accessory organs of the digestive system. What is the function of teeth, salivary glands, the pancreas, liver, and the gallbladder? I'm going to stop this video and then I'll start the next one in a little bit. Bye.